Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I just wanted to jump in really quick to show you my progress with my very first freeform crochet project. I'm going to lift the camera up with my hands, I'm just going to lift the tripod up to show you the shape. It's been looking like a fish to me. I don't know, it just looks like a fish, and it can look like a fish in different ways. I don't know, that looks like a little shark thingy. What is it called? A fin? I don't know, it just has that kind of a look. At one point it looked like a uterus. I wasn't too thrilled about that, but I can't remember which way it was, but I'm not doing any kind of shapes like that on purpose. But I wanted to fill you in. I don't know if I'm actually going to do any crocheting, but one thing that well, first of all, I absolutely love this. It is so freeing and it is so fun. However, I want to do way weirder stuff than this. So I'm anxious to try to finish this project. And I don't know if I'm going to finish it in the way that I wanted. I'm trying to I would say square it up, but rectangle it up. And I don't know, I'm so anxious to just try something different, but maybe I'll still work on it. What am I trying to show you? There was something I wanted to point out. I don't know. Maybe this edge. See, I'm trying to make this edge straighter. And I was doing good, but then I had a little dip and I said, no, I'll keep the dip because I can make taller stitches when I go around again, and I will like that. One thing is, I have learned I don't have to just keep going around and around the whole thing. For instance, somewhere here, I think it was here, I had quite a dip. And I just did some rows right here to fill it up a little bit. And that was exciting. And I want to do that here too. I probably could do a little bit with you right here. Another thing is the back side. I'm not going to be fussy about how it looks because my plan for this particular piece is I would kind of maybe sort of like to turn it into a tote bag. And I was being driven crazy by all the ends. So I have started just crocheting the ends in, and I'll probably show you that. And not even making knots, because whatever is going to happen to this is going to be, it's not going to be falling apart. Let's just put it that way. I haven't, really any idea what I'm talking about, so don't really listen. But I guess I would like to, just for the practice, try to make it a rectangle just to see if I can. And let me just show you what I'm talking about, like filling up this little space. I did try going in the opposite direction, and I don't like it. I want it all to be, the single crochets facing forward. And, oh yeah, so if you don't even know what I'm talking about here, I have a playlist for this called Freeform Crochet with Darlene or something like that. And you can go see how I got started on this. I think, was I crocheting with you the whole time? I don't even remember. But, and I'm so tired right now. That's why I'm doing a video like this. I wanted to do something else, but I just can't. Now, I have come up with some different ideas. I've tried a lot of different things, and I will be sharing those things with you at some point. But let me just take this out. Wow. That was hard to do. All right, so let me go with my bigger hook. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to leave a long enough tail to drag that through. Okay, that's where I'm going to pull up the new color right here. Like this. And then I'm just going to, I can do both ends if I want. Sometimes I leave a really long end, and then when I come back around, I start using the long end to crochet again. I've just been doing all kinds of things, and it was just too much to show you all at once. But so for this one right here, for this little, show and tell, I'm going to show you that I'm going to just carry these 2 strands, not knotting them up, nothing, and I'm just going to do single crochets over them. And I want to try to fill up this little area here. So I'm going to make some taller stitches now, right here, and I will do a decrease here. And it is really so fun. I just like it. So now I'm going to do a half double, and I'm just holding those 2 and crocheting over them. And I'm going to do another half double, but I'm also going to decrease. So I'm going to go in here and pull through, and then I'm going to go here and pull through. So let's make it almost like a double. Let me go through those 3 and then 2. I find it's fairly easy to make it lay flat. Now, it will bubble up on the sides, but if you look at your, piece in the center, as long as you can press it flat, anything that wants to do this for right now, you can fix that when you're going around, and you can do your decreases that you need. But that's not something that I'm finding difficult to do. Okay, so I'm going to do another half double. I'm going to join. So I'm just going somewhere, anywhere under this stitch and pulling through instead of yarning over. That's where I'm getting my yarn from. And let's do another double. I'm going to just do double, double. Now I'll go here and pull through. And then I'll go down here and pull through. And then I'll do a double. And I'm going to look is a lot of looking. A lot of looking. I'm going to do, I'll do another double, then I'll do some half doubles. So, a double. I like to join them so it's not all wholly. And then I'm going to do a double there. Okay, now I'll do a half double, and I will join it. And I'm going in here, and let me just go through all 3. Crocheting over the ends. Oh my God, it's so nice. And I don't care if the yarn shows through, because this is all just such a hot mess anyway. So I thought, no, that's the way I'm going to do it until I change my mind and do it another way. Okay, so I'm going to, let's just start doing some single crochets. I still want the dip to be there a little bit. I don't have to fix the dip right away. A little at a time. And I'll go a little bit on this pink. A couple stitches on the pink. How about we do that? And maybe a decrease right here. Now let's just do another stitch. Okay, I don't even know if I'm on camera. I gotta make this like this so it can be closer to you. And I'm just going to cut like that. And I'll probably just pull it through. Now if I want, I can start something else there. Another color. Let me see what I got. Oh, the yellow is close. Let's just do a little bit of yellow. Whoa! You fell down, went boom. You should see the mess of yarn I have here. I'm not showing you. Okay. It's a really good way to use up some scraps. Now, maybe I'll do the yellow just a little bit right here. I don't have to start way over here, although I'd like to make it a little bit tall. I'm going to start here. Just going to pull through like that. And then I'll do some single crochets. And that might be a place that's going to need a decrease. Yes, it is going to need a decrease. Actually, I'm going to take this out. These stitches are kind of tight and close together, so let's just do a decrease. Now, sometimes I decrease just by skipping one. See, and I could do that, but let's see if I like it better by just pulling through, pulling through. I think I like that better for that particular one. I'm going to do a single, and I think I'm going to do another decrease. There, that looks like that's going to work. Now let's just do, let's start getting taller. So I will do a half double. Let's do a double going under there. I'm still calling it a double because we're still making the same, ending. Pull through two, pull through two. But it's more of a Tunisian stitch because I'm not yarning over. I'm just grabbing my yarn right there. And there. And there. And there. Let's go a little taller. So I'm going to grab here, and let's just go right back in that stitch, and then this stitch. So now I could do 2, and then 2, and then 2, or you can do like a half treble, which is go through 2 and then 3, or you can go through 3 and then 2. So I'm going through 2 and then 3. And it makes it a little bit taller. Now I can do my treble. So I want that one. I'm going to pull a loop here too. And a loop here. And I'm going 1, 2, 3. Just going like a traditional treble. Going through 2, going through 2, going through 2. All right, so let's just, kind of would have liked that thick stuff more here. But look, I have many chances. I can fill that in after. So now I'm going to go down. I'm going to start shrinking this. I'm just going to go 1. Let's go in this stitch and this stitch. And I'm just making this up as I go. Went through 3, went through 2. Pulling that, pulling this. Let's just go through all like that. Could I have used another... Oh, I don't like the way that looks right there. That's just weird. Okay, so let's not do that. We don't want anything to look weird. I'll just go through this one, and I'm going to do a double. I don't know what I did there, but oh, okay, that's much better. Now I'll do a half double. Half double, and let's go down to a single and a single. And let's just stop there for this time. That's pretty cool. You might not think it's cool. And then I'm just going to pull this guy. And now let's go back here and just build something a little taller right here. Okay, let me find, what do I want for another color? I wasn't planning on crocheting with you tonight. Just wanted to show you my progress. I'm so addicted to this, it's unbelievable. And I can't do it as much as I want because I have 100 other things that I'm doing. Okay, so let's go single, single. Let's go single. And do I have an end to carry over? I do. Both of them. All right, let me start over because I forgot to carry my green over. Let's just make it a little bit longer because I haven't been doing it that way for long. Okay, so I'm going to be able to carry that across. All right, let's lay it down and go over it. Where's the yellow? I'll be picking that up soon. I'm going to do a half double here, I think, and maybe another half double here. Let's go right here. Do I need a decrease? I think I need a decrease there. So let's go, well, let's do half double, go through. Probably should have done just a single for a decrease. Let's try it like that and like that. Is that gonna look weird? Looks a little weird. I think I'm going to, suddenly I'm whispering. I'm going to do singles right there. Let me do a single decrease right here. I think I like that better. Let's go to a half double now. Am I missing the part that I'm supposed to be filling up? I kind of am. Let's just make a couple tall stitches there. Let's make a double now, and for the double I'm going in here to get my yarn, and then here, and then there, and there. I'm going to do a half treble, so I'm pulling in there, and I just need someplace else, there and here. And I'm going to go through 2, and then I'll go through 3. Okay, when it starts to slant that way, that means you need to increase. And I like to start to increase with maybe a shorter stitch in the same. I'll put another stitch in here, but I'll make it a little bit shorter. And like that, I guess. And let's just do a double, because that was like a half treble. And let's do, maybe, can I start doing singles right here? And I'm going to take it to over the yellow and this guy, and then we'll just stop. I'm going to bring it all the way up to there. I'm having a very hard time. I will come up with so many different ways to do this stuff. I need to be doing smaller pieces that I can join, because I can't bring something this big to AA meetings, or, you know, I don't want something on my lap. I like little small things that I'll be joining in all kinds of crazy ways. Now, I know some of you probably want to make knots. Look, I'm a naughty girl. I believe in knots, but I'm telling you, for this project right now, I'm not concerned with it. And let's see, I'm going to just keep going over the yellow, and I'm just doing single crochets right now, going over the yellow, and I'll be also going over the blue, and if there's anything that's too holy or whatever, I can always fix that with a little piece of yarn and a yarn needle. Okay. I don't know if I want to go too far with it. I'll go a couple more stitches. And then that's going to be, because I have to plan on making these other edges straight-ish. It's hard for me to do that with the camera in front of me, because I need my board or whatever to lay it down and to see if it's going straight. See, this filled up, you know, quite a little bit. And I like that it's not just both even. This one is bumpy here, this one is bumpy here, and that's going to end up being good. It will, it will. All right, I think I'm going to just stop right here, and I can trim these two ends. I'm going to put this like that. And I'll just pull that through, and I'm just going to leave that like that for now. So I know it's very hard to teach this. I don't expect you to be learning from me. I'm expecting you to be inspired by me. And if you know anything about crochet, you will be able to figure some of this out yourself, just like I'm doing. I watched a few videos here and there, you know, over the past few years, and I don't like to watch too many once I start doing it. I like to get my own ideas. And I do know that I might prefer to be making different shapes, not so much like my mosaic, but, different shapes, different things, maybe some flowers and, all kinds of stuff, and just finding a way to join them all and make it work. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Please go look at the links in my the description of this video, because I link you to all kinds of stuff. Go check out my eBay if you like fabric at all. Go check out my scrap packs in particular, because they're getting popular. I love making them, and just go check them out. Anyway, all your links are in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.